Hello foamers, in today's video we'll be covering my last two rail fanning outings, both of which were quite frankly insane. The first of these was on Sunday, June 28th, when I got a text from my friend the Train Whisperer letting me know that UP 1996, the Southern Pacific Heritage Unit, was on the UP MHNWT running from Harrington, Kansas to Wichita. I've seen this unit before, but... With that being my previous shot of 1996, I was more than ever determined to go catch this thing and get a good shot of it. So at about 7:30 in the evening on the 28th, I headed trackside to go catch it. Once I arrived at the yard, I was greeted by Wichita Rail Fanning, the Train Whisperer, and Kansas Rail Fan, along with several others, who were all here for, well, 1996. What else is there to see? It's the UP Lost Springs subdivision. There's like 2 trains a day on it. But anyways, within about 10 minutes of my arrival, the HNWT pulled into the yard and got ready to break down their train. They would stop right in front of us before proceeding across the crossing, giving us all a good look at the 1996. 1996 recently had a mechanical issue and had to spend several weeks in a shop in California, and afterwards they cleaned it, so it looked very nice in the evening sun here. You guys are either gonna side with me here or crucify me here. I think 1996 is the worst of the 6 UP Heritage units. Yeah, sue me, I know. I just think that Bloody Nose would have been a better choice for the Southern Pacific Heritage Unit than the Daylight Scheme. I mean, even Black Widow would have been better. The Daylight Scheme just isn't my favorite Southern Pacific scheme. I like the other 2 better. Regardless of that though, 1996 still looks pretty good, and I'm glad that I finally got a better shot of it than that stupid phone shot from 2022. Once the head end had passed us and they had pulled forward to start breaking down their train, I spun my camera around for the reverse move. During the reverse move, we also got a look at the best use of a flat car I've ever seen.
This is the flat car, the flat car of all time. Look at this load.
I was gonna go home after the reverse move since it was just gonna be the same thing going back and forth past that point, but as I was getting in the car, they started moving forward again, so I ran over and got a low shot before I actually headed home. A few days before the 1996 shenaniganry, I had seen a Heritage Units report letting me know that BNSF 1648, a Santa Fe Bluebonnet otherwise known as the Go Home Express, had been assigned to the BNSF Wichita Yard Switcher. Given that this was pretty much a free chance to see a Bluebonnet leader since the switcher works every morning like clockwork at about 9 in the morning, I decided to try my hand at catching it, and I went trackside on Wednesday, July 1st. As we were driving down Broadway towards the BNSF yard, I noticed 1648 switching off in the distance, so we headed up to the north end to watch it some more. It's pretty rare to see the switcher working at the north end instead of the south end, but I would have preferred it be working at the south end because then it wouldn't have been running long hood forward as it is here. After grabbing that clip, we noticed it uncouple from that cut of cars, and it started running light backwards towards the main line, so I figured that it was within reason that it was going to stop switching at the north end, run light to the south end, and start switching there. So we set up shop at the world's largest railroad crossing, at which you cross 14 tracks in one sitting, to catch it running light to the south end. And it somehow managed to jump scare me! Once it had passed the big crossing, we hightailed it to the south end, where we would soon catch it pulling out a cut of cars headed for the K&L. Now 1648 may have a nice cast iron bell, but don't let that thing fool you. 1648 is not a force to be reckoned with. This thing's horn is so loud. I don't often cover my ears when I'm going out for trains, but I had to on this day. 1648's horn is so freaking loud. I don't know why. It used to have a super nice and quiet K3, and now it just blasts your eardrums. Once they had cleared the switch they needed to clear, they began making good use of a 3-man crew and started kicking cars. At this point, 1648 was going back to the north end to do more switching up there. However, an eastbound manifest with 2 high and wides on the head end was coming, so I decided I was done with 1648 for the day and I'd grab this manifest train and then go home. While the manifest was passing, I turned around and noticed a train was blocking the other exit to the yard on 25th Street, which could not have been anything other than WTA. WTA, also known as the Wichita Terminal Association, is one of the more interesting short lines in my area. It's its own railroad, but it uses BNSF crews and BNSF power, so it basically just looks like any other BNSF local. On this day, the power set was BNSF 3166 and 2788. 2788's a bluebonnet, so I decided to go try my hand at catching this train as well. WTA is well known around here for really enjoying the activity of kicking cars, and that's exactly what they were doing when I pulled up to the yard. In fact, they let one go right in front of me, which was pretty cool to see. Right after they kicked that car, they pulled forward and stopped, and I saw an opportunity to cross the tracks, so I did. And that's when I finally got a shot of 2788 moving that wasn't a phone shot. Granted, it was trailing, but I'll still take it. It's a Bluebonnet, and I'm a Santa Fe fan, why would I not? And with that, it was time to head home. Thanks for watching, everyone.